Of course, now I need the wolves and they're not appearing. I think again here we don't need it. We've got a whole bunch of Al Bhed potions. I think we're good. Wow. A Megalix is worth it. I think we'll get it anyway. I think we can definitely get it. We have Chimera's full overdrive, right? Yeah, okay. A lot of potions here. Wow, I keep getting this version of the encounter and not the one with the wolf. Should I just do this? Let's do it. Was it worth a steal first? I think it is. Does evade encounter make you basically immune to this guy? I forgot if one of its attacks could... I think you can just... I think you can evade everything that it hits you with evade encounter, like the 2 attacks it does have. Let's just do it. Yeah, okay, does evade. Fine. I just wanted to... I think... Yeah, that's not a problem. And then we can just... I think I'll save the Stone Breath, maybe? Yeah, maybe worth saving it. Only thing is he doesn't have... yeah. I'm thinking that heading into Al Bhed home, I should have some overdrives to help as well. And so I don't want to just use up a free overdrive. Is there a clean way to beat this guy without an overdrive? I'd probably just have to get it again. It's fine. I just want to push through. We'll get Chimera another overdrive at some point. It's fine. That. Pick them up anyway. Come on, wolves. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, we'll change it back to Comrade. It was pretty good in for the earlier stuff that we were doing. And honestly, Riku's HP is so low that it generally works okay. But I think we'll go back to Comrade. I can't believe I've got this one like 4 times in a row and no wolves. The Sandragoras? I assume you mean? Okay, finally. But, okay. Coryphean, you're right. You win. This encounter's happening too rarely at this stage. I'm just going to get on with it because it's taking too long. So you can leave in the knowledge that I used the Dragon Scale. I hope you're happy. I feel like Auron will eventually get them with the counters. Yeah. One more steal. Damn it. It's, of course, Coryphean made that comment, and then I literally, for like 8 encounters in a row, I didn't get one of the most common encounters in this whole area. So I was like, you know what, fine. We'll just keep trying. Maybe you get lucky with another steal. And well, we get a kill. I think what I will do, I will trigger an auto-save here, though, because it's all looking very comfortable right now, but can still make a mistake. And I want you guys to hear this briefly. Oh, okay, the game was just like, no. Oh, there you go. I'm going to put a save in quickly. Yeah, I don't know what the sounds are. I think because I've got it on speed up at the moment. But I do need a few more. Like, sleeping powders are pretty huge. I've only got 12. I want to get over 20 or so, I think, to just to make sure here. Okay. Yeah, these, with Evade Encounter, these are indeed free wins here, so just for the extra equipment and potential items. But I would say it's been a pretty successful grind so far. And thank you guys as always for hanging out with me for those. It always makes it more fun. Yeah, Lulu with the evasion again, as you guys have seen in this session. She's been excellent with her evasion. Yeah, I think he's saying like everyone under in Al Bhed. I think it was everyone or everybody, everyone under. So it's like a warning, obviously, for everybody to get under, like I guess wherever they're. Probably that's where the airship is, just so people can escape safely before they nuke the place. Again, no wolves. I can't even bother to beat these guys. I really can't. Need wolves. We've had like one wolf encounter in like the last 12. Quite literally should be one of the most common things we find here. Ridiculous. Because I know I can use sleeping powders on some of the stuff inside home. Those fights you can't escape from. Good grief. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sam. It was everyone under. I want to leave Chimera in briefly for his overdrive here. Just want to go in with a full set. It can help us wipe out at least one of those mandatory fights. Even though we have evade encounter, there's going to be stuff in there that you can't, so... At this stage, we've downgraded. We're looking for any wolf. And again, it's funny, Karifian was like, hey, maybe you should just head out to the bit near the ruins. The wolf encounters are common. The triple wolf encounter is pretty rare, which is true. But now that I've left that area, I bet you I would have got like 3 triple wolf encounters in there if I had stayed. I guarantee it. That's just how the RNG works sometimes. I'm literally going to start heading back there. I'm not getting any wolves at all. It's a joke. Watch me get the triple wolves within like 2 encounters. Alright, triple wolves. Watch. Ah, damn it. Fine. I'm just not getting wolves full stop. It's over. There will be no more wolf encounters in this session. It's been the hardest thing to do. It should be one of the easiest things. With evade encounter, stealing sleeping powder should be very easy. But of course, sometimes RNG just doesn't work. Oh yeah, I could imagine, man. For speedrunning, obviously, until you can do no encounters, it must be... Like, you must really... Like, the encounters must be so make or break. This is unbelievable. How many encounters has it been since we had a wolf? Like, full stop. It must be like 15 now, at least. Both in the outside, like the bit nearer the ruins, and this special bit that has its own encounter table. Crazy. Yeah, I scrolled through like a penance one. I think it was like literally like 24 hours or something. Ah, there you go. There it is. Woo. Yeah, I think Auron not being there is a good thing because he won't take any of them out. So we're going to take our time. I do always find it like kind of almost funny at some point with speedruns where they're so long that they're called speedruns, and obviously technically it's so much quicker than how long it would take an average player to do it, but it's just funny, like a quote-unquote speed run takes like 18 hours, like 25 hours speed run. It's wild. But the fact that you can take Nemesis down that fast is obviously very, very impressive. And it must have taken a lot of effort to put together like a optimal strategy to go that fast. So yes, it's obviously still incredibly fast for what you're doing, but it's just always, it just sounds funny to me when you see like something that big in terms of time. Yeah, I think we can give Mercado the credit for this encounter here. And there it is. Okay. So how many did we get after that one encounter? 24. Okay. I'm going to make you guys wait just a little longer. I want to basically get one more encounter like that. And if we can get one more, then I will move on. Yeah, some of those categories, I do wonder, like, how many people actually try. Like, how many people on this planet who are genuinely, like, hardcore... Oh my god. See, mistake. Great Final Fantasy X players have actually sat down and said, yes, okay, I am going to do, like, not a nose figure, but like a Nemesis speedrun. Like, how many people are you competing against? I feel like the normal Final Fantasy X speedrun is very competitive. There's a lot of people that are trying to do it and break the record and stuff, but how many people are you competing against when you're trying to do like a Penance speedrun or a Nemesis speedrun or whatever? I'd be curious to know, like, the leaderboard for it, for example, like how many people are even on it? Is it like 3 guys, like three crazy people around the world that are just like just trying it between themselves? Okay, wow, see? I blame Carifian. He told me to leave this area. He was wrong. Carifian, if you're watching this VOD, you were wrong. Staying here was the best choice. But hey, I know something about doing challenges that barely anyone else in the world is doing. I mean, I've been down that road, so don't take that as any kind of shade on anyone that's trying something like that. If anything, it makes it even cooler that there's this very tiny, tiny group of dedicated people around the world trying to do a challenge like that. It's one guy competing. That's the ultimate challenge. Competing against yourself. Right, that guy's still got a lot of health. Okay, can we get one more? There we go. Just for kicks, we're gonna grab that as well. There's an extra X potion. The power of evade encounter, my friends. Nice. I think that one weapon that she got, I think that's the only drop she might have got. Maybe, actually no, maybe she got one of these and I just didn't pay attention. Nemesis speedrun has 5 submitted runs in the last 5 years. I mean, that's niche. That's very, very niche. I mean, the regular speedrun, at this stage there must have been, like, over the years, there must have been hundreds of people individually who have, like, given it a real go and tried to obviously go as fast as they can. So 5 is an incredibly small number, I think. Shout out to those 5 people, man. That's an insane challenge. Hey, Random Eater. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think just for good measure, I'm going to steal one more. There you go. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep going. I'm going to flee anyway. Yeah, I will flee. Alright, here we go. Okay. The grind is officially over, my friends. Thank you for bearing with me. It was just over 2 hours worth. But we got there. And we got some really good stuff for our trouble. So I think I would say it was worth it. Thank you. The grind is over. Long live the grind. The grind never ends, my friends. Never ends. Now, I think what I need to do is go back to this. Do we have any fire wards? Of course not. Do have this. Nah, I didn't buy the thing that had SOS Null Blaze for him. I probably should have got that. Fine. Okay. I'm going to go in here. I need to take a little 2-minute break while this little scene plays. And then I'll be back. Even if Chimera doesn't have an overdrive, we'll figure it out.
Yuna, where are you?
I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Need a lot of hydration in the desert. And that has consequences. Okay. So this is a great way to start. What? I think maybe if you don't come in with Chimera's overdrive, I think it's a game over. Holy crap. We don't have a huge amount of options. Obviously, I can try status reels here. I think that would give me a chance. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. That's a brutal start. But I think you can probably petrify grenade them. But I think I only have like one. Let me just see. I'm curious. I'm not going to use it, but... Do I even have one? Okay. I'm kind of curious for this one as like an opening. I just want to see what Walker can do. Let's do status reels.
Go, Blitzball, go!
Go, go, go! Yeah, I'm never listening to Creepian again after this session. He told me to leave. I should have just stuck around and got the triple encounters. The sound that the Quado makes when the poison hits. Go, Orin. If I let them die from poison damage, I think it's okay. Whoop whoop. Let me actually grab a steal. Yeah, we'll take those bomb cores. I mean, why not? I think we can just wait, no? I think for this I should head back to the TKO in general as well. There's definitely some things here I think that I can get with the TKO. Nice. So Walker wins the day with his overdrive there. That was really useful. I think we're good. We can get one more steal in here. So, nice start.
What in Yevon's name are those Quado thinking?
This is terrible.
Yeah, I've got the Untitled, the UNX mod, basically. It's on there, everyone gets AP, but I don't really care. Yeah, that's definitely why we didn't move on until we got evade encounters, just too useful. Yep, still no Sphere Grid. Yeah, all of this AP and all these levels that I'm not using. Fool! UNX, I couldn't get it work on the Steam Deck. Honestly, I never tried to get it work on the Steam Deck. I think it can, but it's a bit finicky.
Oh no!
What'd he say?
We have to get underground.
Where's Yuna?
The Summoner Sanctum. This way.
Oh boy. once again put into this position. Now, here, what we can do is put them to sleep. I think this is where the sleep powder is a good idea. Now, the only thing is, the Guado guy could kill Riku with magic. Yeah, it's a great, like, scene. The first time you come here especially as well, and that guy rushes at you. Very intimidating. Yeah, in the HD remaster, some of the sound effects and stuff, they've been added in or they've been enhanced in a way where you hear them a lot more. The most notable one is the Jekt groans. They're just hilarious when you find Jekt. To the extent where I just find it, I do genuinely just find it funny. Okay. This guy, we need to take him out. Maybe just for speed, I just do this. Get rid of him. Okay. Good. Now, I don't know if I should take a risk and farm some overdrive here. I think with evade and counter, I think you can't lose to these guys the way they are, so it should be fine. Let me just think. Don't they shoot fireballs? These ones don't shoot fireballs, right? They're just like the earlier ones that don't have that attack. I don't think they do. Yeah, these ones don't. So in that sense, like if you want to get a bit of overdrive going, you have a chance, I think. Yeah. Yeah, good question. Can the Gore attack still hit through evade and counter? Just need to be careful here. I don't remember specifically if evade and counter makes you completely immune to everything they can do, or if you're still in danger. I don't think there's any good steals here in the meantime. Basically, without poison, like there's a lot of work to do, HP-wise. Gore is evadable, yeah. So I'm pretty sure, like with that, you're already safe here. Let's try and get rid of one of them, maybe. There you go. Okay. So now, I'm just going to wait a little bit to see how much overdrive, if any, we get. Damn, Waka just evading normal attacks casually. I love that it's got 4 attacks. Only one character has evade and counter. And we've evaded 4 attacks as a party at this point. There you go, finally. Yeah, it doesn't do that much damage, thankfully. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Basically, I'm worried about the Chimeras. They're a bit of a problem. That's the only difficult encounter here, so... I think let's do some work in advance. Are the Chimeras susceptible to petrification or not? I think you could petrify them. So that's why, yeah, so that's why like having Kimari with the overdrive would be nice. But he's just getting killed a lot at the moment. They are vulnerable, okay. I don't want to use like a million Phoenix Downs here. I'm gonna give him a potion so he survives, unless it's a Gore. Of course, but that's almost the overdrive right there. Yeah, everything in home is susceptible to petrification. Yeah, Waka's barely got hit at all. Good job, Riku. Try and get some poison on there now. Okay, good. Yeah, Walker's just like had a free run here. He's basically not been hit. That's funny. Considering how many attacks that guy has had, Walker's just chilled.
Over here!
Yeah, the trouble with TKO is it will work, but let's say you start the fight and you only get one turn, and then your enemies are going to get like 4. Maybe, yeah, you TKO one of them, but that's still a Chimera getting like 2 turns back to back, or 3 turns maybe. So it's very dangerous either way. He doesn't have the overdrive. I'm not sure, over here, were they like fixed ambushes? They're fixed ambushes, there's no point leaving Hulu in there. The Chimera encounter, was it definitely an ambush? I'm pretty sure they are, like due to how the game structures this bit. It's a forced one, right? Just thinking. The one in the room. I forgot, from here, if you wanted to, like, is this a save point? This was the save bit, right? Yeah, okay. You can put a save in here. But you can still get encounters, so you need to be careful. So we're back to basically not using Flea. For all you, like, this ain't no sphere grid, he's using Flea, we're gonna get rid of Flea again. Hey Digi, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you've been enjoying the content. You didn't realize it was live for a while, it's understandable. We got a lot of premieres, we got a lot of VODs, we got a lot of lives, we got the 24/7 stream. There's just so much stuff going on. It's understandable to get mixed up. So, is there any value in hanging out here? I'm trying to think. We could potentially get some stuff that could be useful. Oh, like every single encounter basically just starts like this. So it's like if you don't have like a sleeping powder or something. Yeah, we're going to need to explore the chests here. But I think this is the way here. What was in the chest though? Anything like really good? Is he back to the TKO? Did I swap it? No, crap. Spamming a lot of confuse. Yeah, I don't want to have to use a Poison Fang every single time I fight this guy. I'm just trying to remember, were there any blue spheres that you get from here? I think you get like a friend sphere or something maybe? There is a return sphere. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking blue spheres, friend sphere, return sphere. There's definitely some value there. So I think we need to make sure we get that stuff. Yeah, just trying to think what the most efficient way of dealing with this is. I'm not sure I really have an answer. Ah, not return. Okay, it was friend. There you go. My brain said friend first. Yeah, not sure what we can really do here. Like, in terms of efficiency. Yeah, return is the one we need for first strike. Yeah, there's not a lot of good options here. He's just going to auto potion his way out of it, whatever we do. So I think I do need a Poison Fang at the moment. I don't really know. See, that's the trouble. Yeah, see, this guy can kick your ass. if you don't get rid of him. So we need to play it safe here. Yeah, they are fleeable. As in no sphere grid, you use evade and counter, and then use escape. Yeah, so now you can just watch Auron kill these guys like this. We can revive Riku and she'll survive, but is there any point? I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. No. Nah, we'll just let Auron take care of this. Yeah, so I think because those guys don't have any good steals or anything as well, I think I will escape those encounters. I guess at the moment, honestly, for these guys, he doesn't have the one that charges on his own turn. Yeah, I think when you have this much evade encounter, like, honestly, stuff like this might work because you can basically stay in fights as long as you want. Yeah, so you can farm the Dancer Overdrive as well. That's true. So let me just put another save in. We need to just go into these rooms anyway, I think. Just have a quick look. I think I'll mostly escape these encounters, though. I think we don't need to really... We don't need to be here and fighting these guys. We've got the mandatory Chimera fight anyway. But yeah, this is an example of a fight where evade encounter doesn't get you out of trouble. So you saw there what can happen. So it's still definitely dangerous. Hey Elno, welcome to stream, good to see you. I think what we'll do here, we'll still try and steal some bomb cores, I think. See you later, Gordon, take care. Thanks for joining us. Again, I'll keep Kimari and maybe we get a little extra overdrive, honestly. Can't get that TKO working. I think I'll still just try and escape here. No, of course you didn't. See, this could land me in trouble here. Because that escape failed. There you go. At this stage, I don't remember if Kimari has Stoic. Yeah, he's got Comrade. Walker has a full overdrive again, at least. Fine. Okay. Hey Brunette, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Alright, let's get into here. Was this the one with the... Yeah, this is the one with the Chimera. Yeah, maybe not the best idea. Maybe not the best idea. And these ones you can't escape, right? Yeah. So this is the most dangerous encounter you can face in here. If you have petrification, you can kind of end things very quickly. But since we don't, we're in a situation like this. Now, we know they're susceptible to petrification, but what else are they susceptible to? For example, Aqua Breath is close to a one-hit KO. I think like Orin will survive it, but the others will get KO'd. Congrats on 36 months, Brunette. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us for so long. So this is an example where I think if you don't have petrification, you're in really deep shit. So let's just see it, because we've got a save nearby anyway. So let's just have a look at it. Yeah, can't stop Aqua Breath or Megiddo Flame. So because you can't put them to sleep either, this puts you in a really difficult position. So if you don't have Petrify Grenades, or you don't have Stone Breath from Kimari, you are going to be in really deep shit. But I think probably just to demonstrate that, let's do it. I don't think this is going to save us, but probably need a reload. Alright, let's see if these statuses will be enough. It depends where in their rotation they are as well, I think, honestly. They don't get poisoned. I think we got a bit fortunate there. I really think we got a little fortunate there. Okay. Whew. Now. That was definitely lucky. Now. What can Riku do? Yeah, the fact that they can't be poisoned, they can't be put to sleep, like that combination is really nasty. A9, welcome to Shoot Buff Riders, thanks for joining us. Let's check if we have any SOS elemental protections here. We do not. And they have so much HP as well. It's not the kind of HP you can reasonably take out with items as well. Yeah, Lulu does, but we'd probably kill her in the process of trying to get there. Maybe she can use a spell on herself, and that might work. Yeah, these guys are really hard to survive against in no Sphere Grid if you don't have the right preparation. They're killer. Just trying to think, is there some kind of way we can get ourselves out of this situation? Honestly, I think not. I think you're probably likely to die here. TKO could. I mean, we're going to roll the dice with TKO, that's for sure. We're definitely going to do that. I think what I'll do, just to make sure the Guado is gone, then her armor is this. And let's see if we can get her... I mean, they're going to get 2 turns each before her, but then the next move might not target her. I don't know. This is all just messing around. We have a save nearby as well. It doesn't matter. We get KO'd here. Of course, her magic defense is so high, she couldn't get herself into SOS. Couldn't really have done much else than that. Wow. Her magic is so weak, and her magic defense is so good, that she couldn't even do enough damage at no Sphere Grid to bring herself down to half HP. That's funny. Yeah, so we are donezo. This is one of those strange situations where, again, it always reminds me of chess, where it's like, I'm pretty sure there is no set of moves here that can allow you to survive this next set. Like, it's already a game over. You're still playing, but it's a game over. Very weird situation to be in, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like, I think a water ward, even then, like, you're not surviving 2 back-to-back. So the fact that, yeah, Null Tide won't work here because the first one will completely KO him. He won't be able to get into Null Tide. So, yeah, this is the encounter that you fear in here, because if you do not come in with a petrification strategy, then it's not going to work, because even one Acro Breath basically takes us out. So very weird situation to be in terms of you already know it's over. I'm just kind of... Like, Auron can survive 1. Does he have a Water Ward? Could he then survive 2? He doesn't have a Water Ward. He could have then survived 2. So there's just no way out. Like, Auron surviving it doesn't help. It doesn't change anything. Well, the first one at least. So if anyone has a big brain strategy to survive this outcome, then sure. What I needed to do to give myself a chance was to probably swap Lulu with Auron, because I just didn't know that Lulu wouldn't do enough damage to herself. Swap in Auron, and then bring in Waka, and then hope his TKO works to get that first kill in. But Acro Breath is a guaranteed kill, so... Honestly, I didn't roll the dice. That's just poor game knowledge. Like, if you really know the game well enough, you should already know that Lulu would do not enough damage to bring herself to SOS. So that wasn't RNG. It was just... That was just get good. Yeah, we're out of options, unfortunately. And again, there's no escape. Just to see if we could have procced it anyway. Like, if it wouldn't have worked, then we would have lost anyway. Let's see. Of course we did. So I think this was probably the way out. Like, we should have swapped Lulu for Auron. And those are the small margins that you work with when you fight these guys. I wonder if Auron could have survived both. It did 500 and something. With a plus 10 HP, could he have got there? Tidus, I don't know, maybe with RNG, but at the end of the day, we're going to have 2 back-to-back. I think Tidus's magic defense is so low, he probably wouldn't have survived. Wow, there's an autosave in here? Oh shit, I forgot.
No, not that way.
That's funny. Nice, I forgot there's an autosave here. We get to relive this amazing encounter once more. Now, how can we do anything differently to last time? I wonder if also the turn rotation is the same as previous. I mean, our situation isn't all that different here, because what do you even do here? The problem is we're obviously dealing with a whole bunch of elements. Just having SOS Null Tide, like when you know what the next move is, fine, but when you don't, it's trouble. I'm not even sure. Feels to me like with this setup, there's kind of no way out either way. You have to get maybe very lucky with some RNG to make it work. Let me try... I just want to see what happens with this. I think basically the only thing we do is you still hope for the TKO to proc the first one, and then you just kind of leave it up to chance, you know? Okay. Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, we tried status reels in the last one, Caripian. I don't know if you watched that one. Oof. So even when you TKO the first one, you can't survive the turns. Ouch. My controller died. Clock status reel is probably the best option. Hourglass. Oh shit! Yes! I always forget that. Yes! Okay, fine, Caripian, I trust you again. You lost my trust with the wolf encounter stuff, but you gained it back. Yeah, fair play, Kane. Sorry. To anyone who suggested status rails, I forgot about the other symbols. I'm so, like, stuck on the skull head one that I always use. So we need the green one this time. Yeah, true. But whatever, I just want to put this into motion. I always bloody forget that. God damn it. There you go. That was the answer. Okay. So that was the way out. I don't want to use too many poison fangs on him. Did these guys have auto potion? I think they didn't anymore. I forgot. I don't think they do. I just want to see if I can get Chimera in overdrive. Stone Breath is... like, I won't be able to pull that move again. Oh no, he's going to kill me. Still. Once it goes attackingly on the magic, like, it's dangerous. Obviously your evade and counter doesn't help here. It's so funny, man. Like, when you're in, like, no-figured auto-haste, even, like, the most innocuous of enemies can get really dangerous. Yeah, this is already like a bad situation. Because we couldn't petrify him. I could still theoretically lose this from here. You could very easily lose from here, actually. I think. Because Riku's gone. Sheesh. Wow. Yeah, this was bad. It's so funny, like, this guy normally you just don't have to really think twice. He's such an easy guy to get you out of trouble. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Just, especially in auto-haste, she's so slow that I'm always reluctant to bring her in. Yeah, he didn't use silence on Lulu. That was my hope. Didn't work. But Riku does get a turn. Could we silence him? What can we do to this guy? I think poison damage kills him anyway, no? I didn't want to have to use this, but honestly, just to get me out of this. There you go, finally you used it. There you go. God damn, just one Guado by himself is still dangerous. Did get an Onyx shield for our troubles. I think it's not that useful. Whatever. Alright, let's do this. Quick mass, wasn't it? Like 5, 6, 4, 3? No, 5, 6, 3, 3? Ah, I remembered wrong. Close. Special Sphere. What was that for? Was it? Black Magic Sphere. Special Sphere was for nothing. Again, because of the Masters mod, where certain things are different in terms of what they customize, I've lost track of what customizes what anymore. There's some of the more niche stuff like this. There you go. Okay. Right, let's change back. So yeah, the fact that it's always, like the fact that you can't escape the encounter just makes a massive difference. Deadly. I'm gonna save. Were there any more mandatory Chimera encounters for the rooms? Ah, the second chest I always miss in there. That's a chest I always
We'll be
miss.
there soon, Uni.
Let's grab it. I always miss that second chest. There's a few things in here, like, because of the the layout of the rooms and the smoke and stuff sometimes. I just don't see it. Yeah, thankfully these ones we can escape. Yes, Nev, I did. I mean, it's been on the whole time. I've basically not taken it off since I first equipped it. It's literally been there for like the last 15, 20 hours or something. Oof, even a full HP Orin just takes a Megiddo flame to the face. Is it because they're preemptive? On a preemptive, she'd still move first. Okay. Name the son of the Al Bhed leader. Alright, skill sphere, I think again it's not the best for customization. Just in case like later on if we decide to change up the challenge and make it, I don't know, like skill spheres only or something, then we might need some of this. The strength plus. Yeah, that's probably the strength plus 10, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. What are you talking about, Cariphian? We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna do like the Dark Aeons. We're gonna do everything with no sphere grid. Oh, ye of little faith. Yeah, Water Ward could help. I think I'd rather... Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're going to keep going at least until 2030, I think that's the plan with this series. No, Tidus, you got to do it. You got to get out of there. I think what I will do, I'll bring in Kimari just in case if it fails and then we somehow survive the next set of turns. At least he'll have a full overdrive. Okay, fine. Of course, I changed my overdrive mode to these guys so that if they face the jewel horns and they're just dancing around, they can get overdrive, but... Dark Anima, Auto-Haste, no sphere grid. Exactly, you said it. That's the goal. That's what we've got to do. I'm just going to try and clean out like this final little bit and then we'll wrap up the session. Okay, this encounter. Still just wondering if there's a good way to get around this guy without using... I wanted to backtrack all the way first. Yeah, no, if I did something like that, I would change my username, but it wouldn't happen anyway, so it's fine. I'm going to try it. The problem is you can't petrify him either, so... Yeah, the Guado guy's the most annoying one. I just don't want to use a Poison Fang on him every time, but he has a lot of HP. I think he's susceptible to death, actually. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna try and get out of here. This is definitely one of those areas where if you are, oh for God's sake, if you are trying to come in with no sphere grid, like it's really like overdrive and item heavy. Like if you farmed a lot of petrify grenades or you have a lot of overdrive stuff, then you'll get through a lot more easily. But without those, petrification is just so huge here. But fine, I will go back and get that. Did we already have 99? I'm pretty sure we already did. But yeah, Kimari does have an overdrive, so that's good. That'll get us out of trouble one time. So it really is an exercise in, like, petrification strategies, you know? Alright. Do this.
No, not that way.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of thinking of reserving Stone Breath for the Chimeras, but we can always, I guess, maybe get another overdrive. I don't know. Oh my god. I'm just thinking this Guado guy, he's C. 1, 2, 3. He gets 3 turns. He basically almost kills everyone anyway. But wait a minute. Didn't the Guado Guardian survive Waka's one? Is it one of those where if the delay hits, then the petrification works or something? But no, they can't be delayed either. How did the Guado Guardian survive when Waka used the status reels? There's some trickery in there. Like there's a reason for it. Karifian will explain. He is a Final Fantasy X streamer's best friend, that's for sure. This would be a lot of me just saying, hold up guys, let me quickly look this up. And spending like half an hour per session finding the answers to these. Oh, that was just RNG. Okay, that's lame. I thought it was a more funky explanation than that. Fine. Okay, what do I contain? Which one is the most useful one here? None of these really? I mean, Mega Potion? Maybe? Evil Eye. Let's just go for that, whatever. Okay. I think we can now get out of here. Have I missed any chests? Do I have everything at this point? I'm pretty sure I do. You didn't take the giant rifle on the wall. It's just seeing basically every encounter start like this with the CTB with just Tidus and then a massive, just like back-to-back-to-back-to-back turns. Did I learn Aqua Breath? No, I don't think I did. I was fine for my life. I mean, is there any encounter where Aqua Breath would be helpful at this point? Oof, double confusion. Triple confusion. Yeah, that's a good point. OD refund, I love that term. Yeah, the 24/7 stream went nuts and it's still incredibly unpredictable what's going on with it. It's been a bit of a mystery to us as well, but it's been pretty crazy. We'll kind of see. I'm pretty sure it will eventually find a new baseline and get back to normal again. But for now, at least, it's gone a bit crazy. But we'll see. Now, what I will say is that I am going to wrap up this session here. Sorry I couldn't make a ton of progress, but we did some very important things, and we got some pretty cool stuff. So these evade and counter weapons are absolutely huge. You've already seen them in action. But what you've also seen is that they're not sufficient to suddenly make everything kind of easy or fine. We are going to have, again, increasingly more and more difficult things to get through. And we will see how far we can push this challenge. So thank you all for joining me, especially for a farming session like this and keeping me company. Hope you guys still enjoyed yourselves. And I will see you guys for more action in the future. So take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.